Hello everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Max and I make food review videos. Today, as you could probably see, I'm not in London or in the UK. I am in Italy, in Milan, for a very special review. I'm here to try a real institution of the city, a place that has been open non-stop since 1888. 137 years. Wow, I'm talking about Forno Luini. What's a forno, you ask? Forno is the Italian word for oven, so I guess Luini can be considered a bakery, but a very particular one. But we need to start our story from 1949, because that's when the Luini family took control of the business, with the matriarch Giuseppina moving to Milan from the south of Italy and starting to sell what is now considered one of the staples for everyone here in Milan, the Panzerotti. The beginning was quite slow because people here in Milan were hesitant to try traditional food from the south of Italy. The bakery managed to stay afloat thanks to the sale of bread to local restaurants and hotels. But yeah, the hesitation didn't last for long, considering they are still here today and people queue up for hours to get one of their amazing panzerottis. For the ones who are not familiar with panzerotti, they are very similar to mini calzones in shape, but they're deep fried in lard. And they are considered as a traditional street food here in Milan. The original one was with tomato and mozzarella, but Luini now sells a lot of different flavors, both sweet and savory. I've been talking quite a lot, and the smell coming from inside the place is making me ravenous. So without further ado, Luini, here we come! So here I am. I just queued up a Luini. I just secured the goods. Got a selection, both fried and oven baked. I just went with the savory options. No sweets for me today. I've got the classic one with tomato and mozzarella, then spinach and ricotta, and the one with olives, onions and tomato. I'm gonna place the camera down, so if the camera angle is quite weird, that's why. Okay, so let's try the first one with spinach and ricotta. So far not a lot of filling, just a lot of dough. I mean, get a bite more deeper. Okay, the filling is quite warm still, so it's nice. There's a lot of ricotta. It's quite nice and soft. You see the filling. You can tell they are freshly made, and they make them non-stop because of the very long queue. There's always someone waiting, so you're never gonna find a panzerotto that's not freshly made or that's has been sitting there for a while, because there's a lot of people and a lot of demand for this. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to the oven baked one with onion, olives, and tomato. As you can see, slightly lighter in color compared to the fried one. I mean, it was quite predictable that the dough would be a bit more tough, a bit more chewy compared to the fried one for obvious reasons, but it's still quite soft. Still, as you can see, very soft still. There's not a lot of filling in it, but still quite flavorful. Onions, olives, tomato are very rich flavors nonetheless, so still very nice, very enjoyable. The tomato and the onions go really well together. Olives balance everything. Maybe the fried one is a bit better, but still very flavorful, very nice and soft. So earlier was a bit ingenuous I said that the filling of the oven baked with onion and olives and tomato wasn't that much, but after having tried half of it, yeah, I can see it's quite full in the middle. So yeah, I have to apologize for that. It's good amount of filling. Gonna try the classic one with tomato and mozzarella. Of course, every panzerotti they come in both fried and oven baked version. This one is the original one, tomato and mozzarella fried version. So let's try it. I apologize for the camera angle. It's not the best, but nonetheless very grateful I managed to find a place to sit down and try the food around here, because we are very central. We are right next to the Duomo Square, so packed with people, especially it's the Christmas holidays, so it's a lot of people walking around. But yeah, the original one is quite nice. There is a lot of mozzarella. Oh. The mozzarella maybe is not very well melted. It's like a bit of a block sitting there in the middle of the panzerotto. So maybe this one is the one I enjoyed the least, but still, it's very nice, very nice and fluffy, still very moist. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll see you later for the conclusion. So here I am after my Luini experience. What do I think? I'm quite happy with my lunch, to be honest. I've had 3 panzerottis. I had 2 fried panzerottis, one with tomato and mozzarella, and one with spinach and ricotta, and then an oven-baked one with onions, olives, and tomato. The panzerotti cost £3 each. Got 3 for £9. The place is very small. It's just a takeaway restaurant. So you basically just walk in, order what you want, and they give it to you after 5 seconds, really. They do not sell only panzerottis, but you can get focaccias, pizzas, pastries, and sweets as well. So there's quite a good selection, but of course, everyone who's coming here is here to try the famous panzerotti. I got here right after they opened for the day. The queue wasn't unbearable, but let me tell you, I've got my stuff and I looked around, and the queue was huge already 5 minutes after I got here. So yeah, bear that in mind if you want to come. Might be some time to wait, but they are very fast serving people. There are smaller queues inside, and there are 2 big queues outside on each side of the bakery. Okay, let me start with the original one, the fried tomato and mozzarella. It was nice, but probably the one I enjoyed the least. The mozzarella wasn't very well melted, but nonetheless enjoyable. It's quite warm in the inside, but of course, with the amount of people coming in and out, you're never gonna eat cold panzerotti, to be honest. The ricotta and spinach panzerotto was quite nice. The ricotta was very dominant. There wasn't much spinach filling inside. So if you like mild flavors, probably this is the one for you. The first 2 panzerottis I tried were both fried, while the third one, the onions, olives, and tomato one, was oven baked. So it was a little bit different, but the difference was barely noticeable. I assumed the dough would be a bit more tough and chewy, but yeah, there's not much difference in there. Still very nice and soft. So let me give a couple of scores. For the original one, for the tomato and mozzarella, I'm gonna give a 6 because it was enjoyable, but probably the one I enjoyed the least. But nonetheless, a classic. The ricotta and spinach is gonna get 6.5 from me. Very nice, but the flavor was quite mild. The ricotta was quite dominant. So I'm gonna give a 7 to the oven-baked one, the onions, olives, and tomato one. I thought it was quite nice. The flavors worked very well together. the onions, olives, and tomato were complementing each other. So yeah, probably the thing I enjoyed the most today. All in all, an enjoyable experience. Luini is an institution of Milan. Thousands of people keep coming every day and queuing up, sometimes for hours. So yeah, I can see the hype. It wasn't probably the best Panzerotti I've ever had in my life, but you gotta appreciate the effort. They keep frying and baking Panzerotti non-stop for like 10 hours per day. So kudos to them. Yeah, I do recommend it. And if you're around, yeah, just come and have one of their Panzerottis. You know, the queue moves quite fast, so you don't have to queue for a very long time. But even if, you know, it's probably worth the wait. So that's it for today from Milan and a very packed Piazza Duomo. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. It's a new channel and I'm trying to grow. So don't forget, if you want a chance of winning a keyring with the logo of the channel, please subscribe. But for now, thank you again for watching and I'll see you next time.